All right, now the Boy Scouts. Well, some of you already know what's going on. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I have my suspicions. An organization like the Boy Scouts, with a shady past and a shady present, by the way, I have no patience for shady, crooked individuals like the Boy Scouts of America. Now, I'm not saying that every Boy Scout is corrupt and evil, but there are people in the higher ups of that organization that have, should I say, very perverted inclinations. Okay, let me just say it out loud, right? They're fucking pedophiles. And I'll get to that issue of pedophilia in a moment, but the issue concerning the Boy Scouts and gay people, it's an ugly issue. And the thing is, yeah, we have gay Boy Scouts. Well, actually, they're not really gay because if you're 8 or 9 years old, you're really not thinking about your sexual orientation. You may have crushes on other boys, which I did when I was about that age, but the whole issue about sexual orientation is not really in your head until after puberty. So that would be like, what, 14, 15. So by that age, I think you're what, an Eagle Scout? I don't know, because I was supposed to be a Cub Scout myself, because the Boy Scouts would come in to the school, my elementary school, and they would just recruit you. I mean, talk about recruitment, right? I thought you conservatives, you reactionaries were all opposed to recruitment, but here you are fucking recruiting people into an anti-gay organization. That's pretty, I don't know. But this whole issue is really annoying. And the Boy Scouts were to sit down today or yesterday or these past couple of days, the leadership, the secretive, well, they're not that secretive, they're the puppet, well, they're puppets basically. And oh, you don't believe me? Well, today they were supposed to come out with a decision, right? When you're gonna sit down to decide, you make a decision. But obviously something happened. Either somebody got blackmailed, I don't know what happened. Because they were supposed to make a decision, and this is what I got, what I've been told is that they were ready to decide to allow the gays into the Boy Scouts. But something happened last night. I don't know, either Tony Perkins, who has connections with Homeland Security, the CIA, he's basically a CIA op, threatened somebody. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to come up with a conspiracy theory on that, but the Boy Scouts, I don't know. I mean, there's just so many things to talk about this issue. I'll just take it step by step because there are people like Brian Fisher and all these other homophobes, taking sides and talking about pedophilia, even though the organization has a huge pile of files of known pedophiles within the Boy Scouts, and what they do is that they hide them. So the court, I think it was in Oregon, I'm not sure if Oregon or California, one of those courts in the West Coast, they decided to say, hey, Boy Scouts, why don't you show us your list of pedophiles? Who? What list? And to me, I always say, why do you want to join this organization? I'm not here to say that you shouldn't. I mean, even if they do allow gay people to join the Boy Scouts, I don't know. I just prefer to be careful and not to go into situations where, I'm not saying that gay guys will molest, but I'm saying that there are homophobes out there who have no problem pointing fingers at gay people and saying you are a pedophile, and accusing you of molesting their kid. And it happens. It happens to a lot of gay men who are innocent and they get accused. If you are hanging out with, I don't know why you should hang out with a boy, but I know about gay male teachers that get accused of having sex with their male students and all this shit. So I'm just letting you know, there might be problems, and the problems are not going to be gay people. The problems are going to be the homophobes. And it's kind of funny that they say that if we let the Boy Scouts change the policy, what's going to happen is the tent's going to come down. The Boy Scouts are gonna deflate. They're gonna be meaningless. They're gonna lose people because of the gays. No. Gay people themselves are not the problem. The problem is your homophobia. The problem is you hate gays, and that's your beef. And because your homophobia is so perverse, so rampant, so intense, and ingrained within your fucking blood, that you cannot stand to have a gay person in the Boy Scouts, that you decided not. It's not like some gay person is coming in there and banning people who are not pro-gay. You're the one that's saying, I want to take my kid out of the Boy Scouts because, there's a gay scout leader there or something like that. So it's you, the homophobe. I don't know what to call you anymore because you say it's not homophobia. Well, I don't know what it is. But you're saying and you're telling me that's not homophobia. Fine, I don't give a shit. But I'm going to express myself like some of you right-wingers say it's about freedom of speech. Well, okay, fine. Where's my freedom of speech, asshole? Where is it? Here it is. I believe you're a homophobe. There, I expressed it. I said it. Sue me. Whatever. Boy Scouts. Should we allow gays to be in the Boy Scouts? Fine, let them. And the fact is that there is no evidence that gay people will in fact molest these boys. There isn't. Show me the evidence. I know somebody tried to do that, this reactionary fascist from England. Europe is the birthplace of fascism, modern fascism. But there was this, I don't know what she is, but she was some sort of leader of the United Kingdom Independence Party, and she was saying that gay people molest more than straight people, blah, blah, blah. And she never really provided any evidence. She was a lunatic. And there are people like that. Okay? But there's no evidence for that. And there isn't. Okay? And we have the same people saying, these are the same people that were saying, oh, if you let gays join the military, right? All these conservative soldiers are going to flee, they're going to run like cockroaches. When you turn on the light in the kitchen, boom, they all like run. They run to the hills. But that didn't happen, right? Same thing with gay marriage. They say, oh, if you allow gay people to marry, it's going to devalue the institution. It's going to, a lot of straight people, and yeah, you don't believe me, look it up. Some, I don't know who it was that brought up that argument, but one of these anti-gays, they brought up an argument in court that if you, actually, it was a conservative Mormon reactionary judge at the federal bench that had said, yeah, if you allow gay people to join, to be married, you're going to discourage straight people from getting married because it's going to stain the institution. That is a stupid argument. So if we If gay people are allowed to drive cars, does that mean that driving cars is going to be devalued? Nobody else is going to want to drive? Allow gay people to eat food? Does that mean now that eating food is devalued? I mean, what kind of logic is that? It's stupid. Only a fucking moron will believe that. And of course, that's who you have. A bunch of rednecks believing this shit. In the Boy Scouts, they're centered in the South. And I know, white, redneck, conservative, Chick-fil-A eating, Fine, I'm not here to judge people, but I mean, that's what you are. Be proud, right? A lot of white people are proud of their whiteness. I don't care. Fine. A lot of Mexicans are proud of our heritage. Fine. And of course, as we were talking about the Boy Scouts did get the Supreme Court to side with them that, private groups have a right to basically discriminate. Because if a person enters that group or belongs to that group and says something that is contrary to their values, that inhibits or infringes upon their First Amendment right, which is, okay, fine, let's accept that argument. I don't know if it's correct, I don't know if it's wrong, I don't care. Let's just, for the sake of argument, take it. And let's agree that that's the thing. So that means that employers who are private clubs as well, they have a right to fire people. And in fact, the Republicans were the ones that came up with this whole at-will employment, which means that they can fire you for any reason. And since we had this 49ers, I don't know what his name is, Chris Colliver, this 49ers football player, he said that gays shouldn't be in the NFL. We criticize, and then of course everybody that the anti-gay side, they say, well, he has a freedom of speech. He has a freedom to say whatever he wants without repercussions, without judgment, without punishment. And no, there is punishment for things that you say or do. For instance, in the Boy Scouts, right now, if you are an Eagle Scout, because that's probably the typical gay scout in the organization is an Eagle Scout, or if you are a Scoutmaster, and you come out, if you say words like, I am a gay person and I am proud of that, you're going to be fired. You're gone. You need to get out of here, you faggot. Get out of here. That's what they're going to tell you. So why can't we do the same thing? Why do you conservatives have that special right to exclude? Why can't we, normal people, also exclude you, irrational reactionaries like that Chris Colliver, who says that gays shouldn't be in the 49ers? The 49ers is based in San Francisco. It's basically, San Francisco is known for its gay community, and of course the team doesn't want that kind of image, so they have a right to fire the guy. What's your beef there now? Oh boy, no, there's a different situation. Yeah, free speech is only applicable when you are anti-gay. That's what they're saying. With the Boy Scouts, freedom of association, of course, fine. In that case, the NFL, the 49ers have a right to freedom of association. Gallaudet University, remember that controversy with that diversity officer signed that petition to get the gay marriage on the ballot in Maryland? And everybody was getting all worked up about that. People were saying, oh, she has a right to a freedom of speech. She's the diversity officer. She's in charge of the gay center there at the university. And the university officials were like, we don't want this kind of expression in our organization. Boy Scouts are allowed to discriminate, but not Gallaudet University. So if you're saying to me, fine, Jose, let's allow this woman, the diversity officer, to express her views and sign the petition, fine. then gay people should be allowed in the Boy Scouts to express themselves as well. Tit for tat. Is that fair or not? I think it is. But, you know, how are you going to explain this to an irrational redneck, conservative, not really conservative. I mean, these people are not conservative. They're reactionary, homophobe, racist from the South and the Midwest. They don't care about anything. They only care about is their narrow viewpoints, and that's fine. But when you start hurting people, when you start to nauseate and pollute the air with your stupid nonsense, you don't have a right to pollute the air. Let me just tell you that. We have a right, we normal people have a right to criticize. That's it. I'm a commentator. I'm here to commentate. I'm here to speak. So yes, I believe in freedom of speech, but I also believe that if you say something stupid, well, stupid according to me, maybe not to you, maybe to you it's enlightenment, and maybe it's holy of holy. I don't care. I'm going to criticize it because I have a right to. Because you say, you anti-gay, you say that we Americans have freedom of speech. Well, here it is, bitch. You're a fucking bigot. And don't start crying, oh my god, you call me a bigot. Freedom of speech. How about that? You like them apples? Of course you don't, because you're a hypocrite. Anyway, but that's the, well, the Boy Scouts were supposed to decide today, but of course they wimped out. Somebody pulled some strings, and what happened is, according to a report from Think Progress, supposedly the Mormons came down, Salt Lake City came down, and they said, hey, you guys better not change this. Talk about fascism. Hey, Brian Fisher over at the American Family Association, right? He's talking about, oh, these gay activists are coming in and they're forcing the Boy Scouts. We're not the ones pulling any strings at all. All we're saying is, hey, if you're going to discriminate, we don't want, first of all, tax dollars or government support on or government subsidy on that shit. And the people who are on our side, you know, these corporations, which I'm not really a fan of them, but let's just say, you know, there they are, corporations. They support gay people. Fine. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I feel so warm and fuzzy. Okay, we have these corporations, and they have a right not to donate. And of course, they're going to side with gay people, and they have decided not to fund an anti-gay organization. What's wrong with that? Freedom of association. Isn't that why you're saying conservative? Isn't that why you always preach and tout and foam at the mouth? Oh, but Boy Scouts, no, you have to donate to the Boy Scouts because they are real man. I don't know. There's this fetish with boys, with children. This sexual fetish of these homophobes. I don't know what it is. It's always pedophilia that's in their heads. And I'll tell you why later on, but you know, I have my reasons as to why that is. But these people are fucking wimps. Let me just say that. Wimps. They don't know what to do. They're caught in the, you know, crosshairs. You know, they're. And then they say, "Oh wait, we need more time." Really? You had. Wait, you know, since the 80s to think about this. You know, it was 1982, I think it was, I don't remember. As old as me. You had about almost 30 years to think about this issue since it was brought up. And you're saying that we need more time? Fucking douche. What's happening is that somebody, and of course what happened was the Mormons came in and they said no. Because they own 30%. Is it 30? What's their share of the BSA? I think it's around 40%. That you know, they have most of the share of the stock, if you want to say, but it's private stock. It's basically they're the ones who run the show. It's like investing in a company like Ford. You know, you have Ford stock. Well, Mormons have stock in the Boy Scouts. And they put up money for all these troops and all these packs and, you know, for the jamborees and all that. But not only that, Utah which is owned by the Mormons. Basically, they have subsidies for these people and all that. Yeah, they get all the government subsidies. Talk about freedom from government and small government. Fucking hypocrites. But the thing is that their decision to delay means that they probably are going to backtrack. And I wouldn't be surprised that they will. And that's what's going to end up happening. They might backtrack. And that's fine. I'm not I'm not in a hurry to be a scoutmaster. Believe me, I'm not a fan of camping. My version of camping is Red Roof Inn, a Red Roof Inn with free HBO. That's my version of camping. That's the closest I've been to the woods. When I was traveling up to Flagstaff, Arizona. We went out and saw the woods, and we went to the snow and the mountains and all that up in Sedona, Arizona. Yes, I've been to the wilderness, but I'm not gonna camp out there. Hell no. We live in a civilized nation. We are industrialized already. We have running toilets. We have cable, broadband. We have all this shit. Internet access, Wi-Fi. We have all of this technology. Why do you want to live in the fucking woods? I don't know. Some people love that shit. Alright, okay, fine. You want to fucking shit in a hole behind a tree? That's your business. But I don't like to shit in a hole behind a tree in front of a bear that's going to eat me up or something. I just don't. That's not my cup of tea. But, I don't know. But there you go. That's the beef.